welcome back to the Sith Dominion podcast. I am Dr. Dana Martin. And welcome to the show. Andrew, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm all right. Zane, how are you?
You're probably pretty cold, aren't you?
I was a little chilly today.
I'm doing pretty good.
How are you? Chilling or chilly?
Just woke up.
Ooh.
Did you really just wake up?
No.
You had to think about it for a second.
Did you wake up when I pinged you? That's the question.
Oh, no. I did take an hour nap today because I didn't go and practice because I had an interview, but...
Really?
About the band.
Oh.
Nice.
Interview about the band.
Yeah. About me in the band, yeah.
Like you were
you're
interviewing...
joining, leading.
Like someone wanted to interview you about.
I know it's weird, and I wouldn't.
I'm just making sure I'm comprehending this.
Wow.
Why?
How about Dana believing in your music
Why?
talent?
I don't know.
Who?
Just some random kid at Texas State.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for a class, but they're like,
No,
"Don't worry, I'm a senior. I've been doing this for years. I know what I'm doing. You don't have to be nervous." And I'm like, "Huh?"
Wait. This was just an interview. Was there a couch involved?
It was all on the phone. Don't worry.
It was all on the table.
Oh.
No cameras were involved.
It was all under the table.
Oh, I bet it was.
Behind closed doors.
Oh.
And it was actually a professor.
Ah.
Zane is like, I got all A's now.
Oh, goodness. So, those of you that try to catch our show on YouTube the day after or following will not have found it from 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, we got a really good band hammer for that video. You could still see it over on Facebook where it does save, so I would suggest going there if you want to see it. I'm going to attempt to upload it to audio podcasts so you all can see that or hear that. I haven't had time. But we did a lot of clippage for extended periods of time, and we got cut off during the show, and then we were let back on. And then we got cut off by YouTube again for good at the end of that. So yeah, I think it saves on Twitch for like 30 days or something weird too, like that. I don't know. Go check it out on Twitch. I think it might be there. But yeah, I'll eventually upload it. It was actually a pretty dang fun episode.
It was. I was sad to see it get taken down.
Yeah, we talked about kind of our greatest duels that included a dark side duels is the theme, and we got to watch some extended clips of some badass duels, and we didn't talk enough over or pause enough, whatever. So that's that. I'll upload it because there is a lot of silence. I may just cut those out and see if they'll take the video then, because if you know the duel we're speaking of, you can Google it, look it up on someone else's YouTube channel who doesn't get banned. So for doing the same shit we do, whatever.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah. So after that, I was here. I was not here last week. I was in Mexico for work, and man, I have stories. It was interesting. Monterrey, Mexico is a really unique place, really westernized in some places. And in other places, not so much. The culture is very different. Here, when you walk into an office, you might shake a hand, right? In that office space, when you walk in, they hug you, and then they give like a cheek kiss. No one hugged me or gave me a cheek kiss because I was like, whoa, what? No. You see, we have human resources in the United States, and I'm not doing that. because that could get all the way around to my HR and I get fired. So no hugs. No, I'm just kidding. At the end, I get excited.
Unless it was like a Latina, right? Then you were all over that, right?
It's in Mexico.
Yeah.
They were all Latina.
No, those are female.
There's Latinas and Latinos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Latinos. Oh, like this is where I was.
Oh, all right.
It was wonderful because all I ate was tacos.
Ooh,
I ate every kind of taco, every kind of way.
You have a
It was,
torta?
it was no.
What? You don't like
I'm
torta?
not a huge fan of the. If you're talking about the food, not a
Yeah,
huge,
well, Dana
Yeah,
obviously is
I
not
understand.
doesn't eat.
We are on a live show on air. I'm talking about the food.
it gets a little too much bread for me.
Mm,
Yeah,
Ah.
you know.
I can
But
see.
bone marrow, like where you scrape it out of the bone and on top of your
Mm.
tacos, that stuff. I had my new favorite drink, and it's called a Garaijo, and it is like a shot of espresso and this stuff called liquor 43, and you just mix it and pour it over ice, and it's oh my god, it's so good. It's like a coffee that has a little pep to it, a lot of pep to it. It's really good.
A little syrup, you know.
What?
A little syrup.
No.
Is that syrup?
Liquor 43?
Do you not get? You're not getting the reference. I don't.
Are you talking about Buddy the Elf? Yeah. Okay. Ooh, syrup and coffee. I got it. Okay. It's not as funny whenever it takes the old man that long, is it? Sorry. I am dressed in my A&M because after last week, I feel like 9-0, it's safe.
Yeah, you know what? You can't not eating 4 anymore.
First time since the '90s.
So, yeah. 92.
Band upside down.
Totally.
No, I had to actually leave the house today, and it's cold, so I.
Well, you know, A&M's gonna get 1 loss this season in the regular season.
Against who?
You know who?
You mean the team that can barely make top 25?
Yeah.
Oh, TU? Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
And
it's in Austin, so
Yeah,
oh,
yeah. How many top 25 teams has UTB?
they've beat 2 top 10 teams.
They beat Florida when they were top 10.
No,
What's
they
Florida
beat
right now?
they beat Oklahoma, and then they beat Vanderbilt.
Oh, that was BS. They should not. That was the refs. Vegas.
The refs held Vandy at
come
the
on,
end.
man. I saw
Yeah.
that was
That should not have been a 2-point conversion.
That was BS.
Oh, I'm not a Texas fan. I'm a TCU fan. I'm just
Ugh.
messing with you because
Who?
you're an A&M guy.
Who?
I said TCU. I'm not a UT guy.
Yeah, who's that?
They made the national championship more than
Yeah.
A&M has this last 5 years.
Yeah, I don't know
We
who
don't
that
talk
is.
about the result, but
One time though. When's the last time they've been?
Oh my goodness. Hey, what
3 years
happened
ago.
what happened at LSU there, Zane?
Oh, what do you mean? It's a growing year. It's a growing year.
It's a man, like got the coach fired, emptied the
Oh, I
stadium.
know.
That never happened. That hasn't happened like in as long as
I-
I
you
can,
know, it's-
20 years.
I never liked Brian Kelly.
I didn't
Yeah,
either. I thought he was
And it's funny, all the stories of once he got fired, of everyone going, "Yeah, dude, he was awful. Like he was rude," and even former players were like, "He was not a good coach," and he was a lot like James Franklin, and he just couldn't win the big games. You know?
I think they should bring back Ed Ogeron.
Amen.
Yeah, well, yeah,
What did
he
he do?
was good.
He
I don't know why they fired him.
He messed around with the few cheerleaders. Like
Yeah,
Well,
I
so
mean,
did Kelly.
they're
did you-
adults.
yeah,
They're all adults.
I know.
And
I'll never
Patino.
forget. I'll never
Oh.
forget Brian Kelly's
Petrino,
introduction
sorry.
speech, where he tries to do a Southern accent.
Oh yeah.
It's so bad.
It's
like,
bad.
Yeah.
I know this isn't a
Oh,
football
yeah.
show. This is a Sith Dominion.
Well, you watch
Comedy
Vision,
show. I
so
started it.
I'm trying to make
But
the show a bit
you know-
longer.
Look,
Yeah, we got to stretch this.
I was hoping Debbie would be on because Indiana
It,
is sitting at number 2 and should really not be ranked above A&M, quite frankly. A&M has a
Ohio, Indiana should be number 1, and then
on the road beaten ranked teams. Like, you don't do like this team right now is playing lights out. What happens at the weekend? I don't know, but right now they've been playing lights out, man.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like it came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
No,
for my opinion.
No, they were good last year. They just couldn't get over.
They had the injury that brought Marcel Reed in halfway through the season.
Oh,
and they drafted on their defensive, on the defensive side, 4 guys got drafted into the NFL in the top 3 rounds. Like their team was decimated, and they lost 4 starters on offense to the transfer portal. So A&M in the offseason, when all of that started, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be terrible. But then we landed some folks from the A&M landed some folks from the transfer portal.
He's been great.
Oh yeah, and
I do have an A&M polo shirt. So when they have their home playoff game and you want to invite me to the game, I have
I can get tickets.
If you get invited before I do, there's a problem.
Here's the deal. I am Dr. Dana Martin, and you'd think I'd have some pull, but nobody knows me except for the 4 people that watch the show and you guys. So
you don't have to know someone to buy tickets.
If there's a playoff game that is in Kyle Field, I'm not going to be able to afford tickets. Okay.
Oh, that's true.
He does have a point.
I don't know. Doctor by your name says that. Just all you got to do is sell like 100 copies of your book 10 times, and then you should be able to buy 1 ticket, and then you just have to do that again.
Do you know who I am? I am a doctor.
I have sold 10 copies of this book.
I was hoping though that Debbie would be on because I'm sure she's excited about her.
Oh, and we've been talking about that. Do you see that catch?
Yeah, insane, man.
It shouldn't have gone to that point, but that was still a heck of a catch.
Agreed.
I don't know.
All right.
I watch more NFL than college.
Whoa.
And you don't hear that much.
Yeah, well, it's because at least I can grow with the team. And with all this transfer portal stuff, I mean, within 2 years, I don't even get anywhere near close to the same team.
Yeah. That's why Nick Saban quit. I mean, quote, it's in it. He's been on record saying NIL ruined college football. I do not want to invest in a person that that doesn't have the same investment into what we're trying to do.
And what really stinks is when you used to transfer, unless you were a senior, you had to sit out a year. So it really made guys question about transferring. That's gone away with the NIL. So now, I mean, you'll have guys that are playing on 4 or 5 teams, and it's crazy. But it's still entertaining. I mean, when you're a Cowboys fan, you got to watch. I mean, college football is just more entertaining. So
100%.
No, because when the Cowboys actually play, it's amazing.
Well,
I was in Mexico.
The offense is really good. It's the defense
for that game, and it was.
Yeah.
No, how about that Packers game last night, huh?
Oh, that was the most Thursday night, Monday night game ever.
It was crazy.
Third
quarter, was it third quarter? The first field goal was scored. No touchdown.
Yeah, it was 3-0. And then Packers. Oh, the Eagles. Okay. Obviously, I'm a Cowboys fan, so I hate the Eagles. But this whole tush push crap. I mean, there literally was offensive lineman that got a false start. He false starts on the tush push play, and they don't call it. And the offensive line, the line. You're
not even lined up on the
it's an illegal formation. So the fact that the play is even allowed,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not like it's doing them any good.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Jeez.
Oh my goodness. Star Wars. Do we want to talk about Oscar Isaac?
Oh yeah.
Well, Wait,
Do we
what
though?
happened?
He's putting his foot in his mouth.
Oh no.
You want me to pull up the quote?
Yes, yeah, I don't want to misquote or misrepresent
Yeah, let me.
the great
let me-
Oscar Isaac, who
He's a great actor.
He's a good actor. Yeah,
I saw him in
I-
that new Frankenstein movie. It was
oh, he's in
amazing.
that?
I need
Yeah.
to. I need to watch
It-
that.
It's probably a 9 out of 10 movie. Like, it's really good.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah, Oscar
Okay.
Isaacs, man.
Oh no.
Hold on, let me. I gotta
What did
find
you
it.
do
Yo,
this time?
Lore Master, we could have used you last week too, man. or
Oh,
2 weeks
I
ago.
bet.
We had a couple.
hey,
of
I found the clips.
Me and my 80 words per minute.
Mm.
Unless you can beat that, Andrew.
All right, let me. I got it here.
You didn't deny it.
Lime in the coconut, drink it all up.
I'm trying to find the exact quote. All right, let me see if this is it, because I don't want to. I'm finding like snippets of it.
There's good
but
people on
I
both
want to
sides.
find the full. Huh?
Thing. I'm being a jerk. Misquoting.
Okay, so he said he did an interview with GQ magazine, and the interviewer asked him if he was open, would he be open to returning to Star Wars? And he said, although right now I'm not so open to working with Disney, but if they can kind of figure it out and not succumb to fascism, that would be great.
Okay. Interesting quote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right now he said he's not open to the possibility. But if they don't succumb to fascism,
What does that even mean?
That's only one thing, though. I mean, that's pretty.
I don't know.
It's not like he
What
gave
is-
them a list. It was only one thing.
Well, and the thing too is, even though Disney owns Star Wars, Scarif, a lot of it is still separate divisions, and
Yeah.
so it's all separate stuff. And so when you go into this bubble as a whole, it's like Lucasfilm is still Lucasfilm, right? At least that's my understanding. I mean, they're owned by Disney, but it's still like,
Yeah.
Kathleen Kennedy's not over Disney. She's over Lucasfilm.
right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If Disney decides to do something story wise with another part of their because Disney owns pretty much everything, that doesn't necessarily mean Star Wars is doing that. Because I know there was all the Jimmy Kimmel stuff and that all that jazz, but like
And all that jazz.
you like jazz, but I don't
Good
know.
music. Yeah, it just, I don't know, because they are separate divisions, but I mean, I can get it, because if someone like Bob Iger was like, hey, you got to do this, they have to listen. But it is so rare in those companies for that to happen, especially with it being divided as it is.
Isn't he under contract? Actors talk out of their scuttlebutt.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he is. I mean, they usually sign multi-movie deals.
Yeah.
So, and even project deals. So I'm sure. I mean, because he did Moon Knight, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
And that's technically Disney. So.
Well, and like they said, if you die, they just clone you. So.
Yeah.
Keep working until you're 80.
Exactly. They'll be using him until he's 90. I mean, I think too, like my opinion on it, with a lot of times when you see an actor with a quote like this, whether you agree with it or not, I think a lot of times, given whatever times we're having with whatever, they usually, I don't know what the right term is, save face. Like they try to say something that like makes people still like him, I guess, or something like that. So with the hate that Disney's kind of getting right now from a lot of people, I mean, I don't know. Not a lot of people, but I mean, there were, whatever. There's always people mad with Disney and stuff like that. But I mean, I guess like I'd like him to return, of course. And so,
I mean, Post's character is very interesting. There's a
Would
lot.
you want a backstory, like single series or something.
Some Spice Runner Poe.
Runner of Spice.
I don't know if he could do a whole show on just him. I feel like that'd be kind of a lot. But like if he appeared in like there's speculation on if he'd be in Ray's movie that's set 15 years after the sequels. I mean, I'm sure he'd still be alive. I don't know his story in the comics or anything, but I mean, I wouldn't mind something like that. But
yeah, I think it's just gonna be kind of hard for him if there was any sort of prequel, just because anything you could think of is either going to be an Andor clone or a Solo clone. Just with how his backstory is.
So you do it like, how much has he grown, right? Like as the character, we saw the growth in Poe, and I did like that about that character development. But at the same time, you're right. I think if we go back in time, we have some preconceived, and there are Runner of Spice. I think it kind of gives a little, like, going back in time and seeing Han Solo 20, 30 years. Now we go back after we've had all this other story filled out. That was kind of fun ride. If we were to do something like that for Poe, where we extend his growth and say, look, this is who he's becoming, and having to be a captain of a squadron or a training, he's in charge. He's Maverick, right? He's trying to train these guys, and he's got to grow a little more. And I was intrigued with the character. I think I would go for something like that, just a small spin-off, like in between, the Ray thing, bridge that a little bit so that you can have some of that. He was supposed to die.
I agree with this. At the end of the day, he's free to his opinion. And I respect him. If he genuinely doesn't want to work with Disney because of what he thinks they may or may not be doing, depending on your point of view, fine. I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
true.
So
for me, that quote was more like, "What do you?"
But it was like John Boyega's quote. You remember John Boyega's quote last year? He said something about Star Wars, and a lot of people were like, "I don't remember what it was," to be frank, but that ruffled a lot of people's feathers. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's just what we see on screen isn't necessarily what someone's experience is with something. So, but I mean, I don't even remember what his quote was, but I just remember a lot of people were like, what the heck?
Well, I would go for a
Zane's like, all right, I'll look it up.
I'm not typing shit. I'm tired. I had a long day. I'm gonna whine about it. Yeah. I think it was a little different.
I don't want to say it.
Just put it up then.
Yeah.
Because
I couldn't remember what it was. I
get that in your algorithm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Andrew. I do disagree with it's the same. I think Boyega's was a little more incendiary. Whereas,
yeah, like I said, I couldn't remember what his quote was. Yeah. So
you're not going to show it, Zane? Share your screen.
Well, I'm looking for the part of the quote that like everyone quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poe was supposed to die. Let's talk about that while you're doing that. I didn't know that Poe was supposed to die in Force Awakens.
Let me look.
That's what I get for not catching up on Scarif's show. Go check out Scarif's show, y'all.
Yeah, he's got a great show, guys.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I'm saying that as if he has an episode talking about that, but
well, he's not a big sequel guy, so they might have. I think he had a segment on a show about it.
Yeah,
but
that's cool.
Okay, here we go. Poe Dameron was originally supposed to die in Force Awakens. However, the character was rewritten to keep him alive, which had significant repercussions on his role in the sequel trilogy. The actor, Oscar Isaac, was initially skeptical about the character's death, but later accepted the change, aligning with the creative team's vision for the character's development. It allowed him to be a more integral part of the Star Wars universe, appearing in subsequent films. Okay, so he was originally supposed to die on the when he crashes on Jakku. He was supposed to die in that, and they changed it to where he survives.
Wow. So he would have had a tiny part.
Yeah, and while I mean, you wouldn't get you wouldn't get an actor like Oscar Isaac just to have him for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah.
Yeah, you sign them for life.
Mm-hmm.
The Disney way.
Okay, I think I got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you gonna say it? You're gonna...
I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna share it. Let's see.
All right, so it is worse than I remember.
It's not extremely bad,
not worse,
but
it's his experience, like you said, right? Like his experience and
I want
his
him to say
limited knowledge of Star Wars made him say this.
Screen, I understand. Let's proceed.
They did with the actor that played Loris Santeca. Oh,
That's right. I forgot about that.
This one, I think. Okay. I was trying to zoom in. This was the quote right here.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I remember this now.
Yeah. And basically, it just talks about how everyone that a black person can't be the main person, that people get riled up over that. They always have to be the sidekick, you know. It's a franchise that's so white that a black person existing in it was something.
Yeah. So honestly, when I read that, I was like, what are you talking about? I don't believe this at all. So when you're telling me that from your perspective, this is what you see, I can't be in your shoes, but I can tell you that like Samuel Jackson was the baddest of the bad.
Yeah.
Like he defeated Palpatine. Like I love this guy. Like how can you say he's not like the elite? Like oh my god! Like
all until he fell out the window, you know.
What are you talking about, man?
Yeah.
Like,
even Lando's cool. Like when he's
what do you mean even Lando's cool? What are you?
Yeah,
like
but
he's just
even Lando.
To kind of
Lando is responsible for finding Han and excuse me, like
to kind of aid though to his point, maybe put it in a different view. Can you think of, on one hand, can you count how many black main characters there are? Not side characters like Lando or Mace Windu. That not like that. You know what I mean? And actually, put up what Scare said. I think it's totally valid from his point of view. I think he might have been in an emotional state during when he said this, and maybe he might not have said it in the best PR terms.
Yeah,
but I mean, I get
Well, and the thing with actors and celebrities as a whole is most of what they say is put out there, right? And then people can take it out of context and try to turn it around and make it something bad. But yeah, like you just said, Zane, if you look at it in the context, 9 times out of 10, that is key with quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, every time it's key with quotes.
And just to be 100% transparent on this show, we have talked at length about how we wish that Finn would have been Force sensitive, that we got to see him.
He should have been the main character.
So when I read this and I hear Star Wars always had the vibe, what that tells me is that what I see, what he's implying, is not accurate. What my experience is inaccurate.
Yeah.
That's the way I read that. I'm not saying he intended it that way, but what pisses me off is the assumption that you, being who you are, obviously believe this.
Yeah.
And you could not be more wrong, John Boyega. Okay. Done.
Well, and I don't know if this will make sense, but
and I'm not going to take back anything that I said about that character of Finn and you playing Finn and being a badass Jedi. I'm not going to take that away because I believe that. But that implies something about me, and I do not appreciate that. Done. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
I agree. Yeah.
I do like him as an actor and all the things, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to not watch Star Wars if John Boyega's in another episode, right?
Yeah.
No.
Actually, I might watch it more intently. Because at the end of the day, he's a great actor, and
100%.
how he acts and what he acts is just.
What really makes me mad is by the time you get to like Rise of Skywalker, it's like they've just completely forgotten about his character.
Yeah.
Like his character development in that movie and even screen time is like very minimal.
He dug up with Rose. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Y'all remember in Rise of Skywalker?
Yeah, that was
he's falling down in the sand, and either it was cut out or not. In the book, it says it. He was supposed to tell Rey that he thinks he's Force sensitive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leading to maybe a bigger character arc later in the future, setting up possible movies, and they cut it out.
Why can't he be her first? Seriously, like her first Jedi apprentice.
Well, he is in a way in the Lego holiday special, the Christmas one. I know that's not canon, but
it felt like a good payoff though, seeing that.
Yeah. But yeah, they were for sure.
100%.
Well, and I don't know if this makes sense or not, but like, and I can't speak for you guys, but like when we watch Star Wars, like I don't think necessarily that Luke's a cool character just because he's white. I think he's a cool character because he's a cool character. You know what I mean? So like
he aura farms hard.
Exactly. Dr. Skywalker, as the kids say. Well, actually, Anakin does a lot.
Oh, Anakin, especially in Clone Wars.
Yeah. So anyway, but
I think we all know everyone's opinions on the sequels. We had those episodes.
Are they gonna put them back in theater for the?
I think Force Awakens 10-year anniversary is coming up. I saw a thing earlier that said it was, but
when Finn pops up out of the sand on top, or what we don't know is Jakku, we think it's like Tatooine or whatever. In that, I absolutely was like, "Oh, let's go! This is going to be incredible." I was so excited. Wait, that kind of goes against.
I don't know. From my point
of view, where to begin? Where to begin?
Yeah.
Okay, Asajj Ventress has to be up there.
She's the whitest.
She's like the whitest, blackest character.
Oh my gosh. Man, okay, moving along. So,
did y'all see that list?
What?
Did y'all see that list? It was one of those outlets that did one of those lists. They did top 15 strongest Jedi.
I don't want to see it.
I'm going to show y'all real quick.
Okay.
I mean, we're not really talking about.
Okay, the number one thing wrong with this. Okay, here's the thing. The number one thing wrong with this is that Thrawn isn't on the list.
Since we're already we're already 30 minutes in and we're not talking about Vision, so.
But we're talking about Star Wars.
Yeah, we're just trying to
better than the football episode we started off.
What
are you doing with the tiny thing there?
What do you mean?
The puntable. Oh, he's got his
top
chain
15 strongest Jedi of all time. Cool. This was from flashfilm.com.
Okay.
I mean, putting Rey there is just clickbait, so we'll see. Kit Fisto.
Okay, this Kit Fisto from the Clone Wars animated.
Well, it's just
100%.
He could make top 15 easy.
Was badass.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
He shouldn't even be in the top 50
yet. They're doing it for engagement. I get it.
Yeah.
He's not a Jedi. He has too many wrinkles. Look at his lip.
Actually, he has been trained by a Jedi Master.
But he's not a Jedi.
Anyways, next one.
I know.
Plo Koon's way too low.
Okay, now I have to wonder what you mean by strongest.
Are they going off of canon or legends?
Are they going off strength in the Force or physical strength?
They're going off of ChatGPT.
Because if you're talking legends,
GPT.
Have y'all need to look up Force Justice. It's insane. Qui-Gon,
way too low.
He's dead, so he's no longer a Jedi. So I wouldn't count that.
Like, and he's kind of a gray Jedi.
Yeah, honestly, a gray Jedi.
Right here, anyway. Sure.
Kanan.
Well, again, what does strongest mean, man? Strongest in the Force. He was pretty damn strong in the Force.
Yeah, But
I don't know.
There's
11.
so many Jedi that can probably because he just hasn't had the training.
Just wait till you see who's number 1. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's gonna be Rey. Anyways, Cal again, same thing. You know, I think anyone who had training would beat him.
I have a theory about this, and I don't know. I'm gonna throw it out there.
Go for it.
After we're done.
Star Wars theory.
I got my eye. I'm waiting.
What if imagine that the Force is a fluid and there's only so much of it. And that as the dark side consumes the fluid or absorbs the fluid, there's less for the Jedi to have. But to maintain balance, right? The more Jedi you have, the more of that fluid comes into and is spread about the Jedi. And the Sith, by way of harnessing, that's why they always appear so much more powerful, is because, all the fluid is within two and not multiple. And so when all the Jedi are eliminated, people like Cal Kestis, people like Luke Skywalker, are that much more powerful, quote unquote, because the balance, again, in the fluid kind of is all more within Cal Kestis than there's no one else to go into except for what's her name.
Whoa, that's what she said.
I think we discussed this before.
So, well, I don't know that we did.
Not like a fluid, but
we talked about it in the I am all the Jedi and I am all the Sith. We've touched on that before. But what my thought is that we have fluid is a bad word. I don't know what else to use to try to explain this, but I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. So because there's less Jedi, these guys seem way more powerful. And because there's less Sith, of course they're more powerful. There's only two, no more, no less, or whatever. Yeah. So I don't know. Can we get a better picture of?
I was gonna say, why did they pick that one?
It looks like he's getting ready to suit up to go onto the ISS and go be an astronaut and monitor petri dishes. Look at it; he's so happy to be there.
Captain Riker.
Wait, you know what's funny? I thought this was Jabba the Hutt, actually.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Okay, I can see Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But again, I'm sorry. Now
she's not a Jedi.
Strongest and powerful.
I know, but remember, this is a media outlet that doesn't know what they're talking about.
I know.
Yeah.
Ben Swallow. Okay.
That's not anatomically correct. I can see through that shirt. That is not.
Dana's just jealous.
Those pecs.
Now, what?
Ray, you know what? I'm appalled.
Why is she above Qui-Gon? I mean, yes, she had all the Jedi with her at one point, but I mean,
Are you really surprised though?
No, I'm not.
Citizen Ahsoka. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true.
This makes me mad.
That they show of Ahsoka, thank you, Scarab, is actually when she's like Fulcrum or something too. Yeah. Not even. Yeah. Okay, I'm done. Obi-Wan, he's strong, I guess.
I mean, we all get it. Anakin, I mean, I want to see who's next, but we get it. Yoda, okay.
Yoda,
I can see it.
Couldn't even be strong enough to last through a conversation without dying. Don't tell me he was strong.
Mace, Well,
who else is above him? Luke.
Are you serious? And why do they? Yeah.
Why is that picture?
Well, because that's arguably when he's strongest in the Force is right there. He's literally Force projecting for the first time.
That we know of.
Well, yeah, that's true. So anyway, that was our segment of the day.
Do we have to talk about?
So here's the thing. That was bad. Anyways.
Yeah, that was another one of those engagement lists. None of those lists that any of the outlets have put out, whether it was the top 50 Star Wars characters, shows, or Jedi, have been good lists. They've had a couple where it's like, okay, that ranking makes sense, but I don't know. We said this on our character episode. Just like Why?
Yeah. You said clickbait, kind of like what we're doing, because we're 40 minutes in and haven't talked about Visions yet.
Well, Dana only watched 3 1/4 episodes.
Yeah, it's
wait. You stopped on episode 4?
Yeah, man.
That was my favorite.
I say it's 4. I don't know. Maybe it's no. I could pull up Disney.
Maybe
right
it was
now.
like 6 or 7.
Yeah.
What?
That's the one where she's like the bounty hunter or whatever.
Oh, I
Yeah.
may have saw that one.
I like that one a lot. It's probably
I
my
may have
favorite.
saw it. May have seen it. Let me see. Oh, come on.
My favorite one
Yeah, go ahead.
this season.
What is your favorite one?
I don't. You know what was interesting about this season with the first 2 volumes, there were usually like standout episodes. Like there was definitely a few where I'm like, okay, I liked the style, I liked the uniqueness of it, but the story, I was like, okay, I was like, and I know they only have about 15 to 20 minutes to do a story, but it was like, all right. I mean, I personally liked the continuation of Ronin in this season. Mainly I thought it looked cool. That's the main thing. I'm not a big anime guy, but I usually I'll be like, oh, that looks cool. I thought the ninth Jedi episode I thought was good. I like where they left off teasing like the series. Like there wasn't really any that I like hated. The last episode was very like crazy.
Interesting.
Like, I knew what was going on, but I was like, whoa, this was not expecting this at all. And overall,
he made it through 5.
Oh, okay.
It was that
like
second Ponyo episode. I was like, I can't fucking watch this shit.
Really?
I mean, I've always liked the uniqueness of the show, and I like that they took the risk of exploring something new with Star Wars because I think there was a lot of cool with it. Because even like with Volume 2,
the Disney equivalent of the Star Wars animated series.
Huh?
They just copied that. The Star
It's-
Wars Clone Wars animated series.
well,
What?
yeah. I mean, I like my favorite thing about Volume 2 was that it was a different animation studio every episode, which of course that's the case each one, but it was a different type of animation. It wasn't full anime, and I was like, okay, that's cool. I like that. I liked that they explored it, and you know, like I said, it some works and some doesn't. So,
yeah, it really felt like Visions as a whole just kind of feels like what that Netflix show Love, Death, and Robots.
Oh yeah.
Where every single episode is, guess what? Different animation, different story. Nothing stuff rarely connects.
Yeah,
you know, and that's kind of what Visions was, and it's good.
Yeah.
It has its good points. You know, it's not for everyone, but it does do what it goes out to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I need to get rid of this.
The Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, I liked that episode.
I did like,
and I'm
that
excited for this. I'm excited for the series. Oh, look who's in the chat.
Oh, spooky!
Oh,
Hello, Spooky.
by the way,
How's it going?
Spooky's been killing it with his clothing. He's been doing like 70s vibes on TikTok with like music and stuff and outfits.
Nice.
Pretty cool.
His TikTok's been going off.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So,
Yeah. I dig spooky, especially this time of year.
Oh my gosh, we're already past that.
Yeah,
Jedi. That one I think was the one that set of the 5 episodes of the 9 I watched. That was my.
You know what was funny? There was one episode that, because like most of them kind of have a little bit of a Star Wars feel, where you're like, okay, I can tell this is taking place in Star Wars. The one that didn't for me this season was well, there were 2, but the first one was the one where it was like the kid with like the bear where his parents died. It was like the droid bear.
Oh, and he's gone.
Do you know which one he's talking about?
I think that was later in the season.
Yeah,
I do remember the girl dressing up as an X-wing. That was pretty cool.
I got helping refugees. Yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
Some black
What the
It is
heck?
now just Andrew.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Oh my god.
I don't. It's all Zane.
It's all me.
Anyway,
How's it going?
so yeah, I was watching that episode and I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, man. I don't know which one you're talking about.
I think that was past what you. That's after I think where you stopped.
I think I stopped around episode 6-ish.
Yeah, it was like
It was just
6 or
getting
7.
boring. 6, 7,
Yeah.
7.
It was
6,
like
7.
episode 6 or 7. Yeah.
You start turning my roommates into Eric Cartman. If you know, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Look, the Ronin animation, it was cool, but it's I don't know. Maybe it's just what's the word?
It looked like a manga. Like if you read manga,
Yeah.
it. You know what I mean?
Cool.
So
It's just not my deal, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I mean, it. That's the thing about anime for me is it has to be a specific style. Like I don't go out of my way to watch it. But there's some certain styles. Usually, a lot of it's like Studio Ghibli, where I'm like, that looks cool.
No, yeah, the Ponyo stuff.
The more like vintage kind of anime look.
Yeah,
That's
and of
what
course, if I want that, yeah, and of course, if I'm gonna want that style, I'll just go watch a Studio Ghibli movie. You know,
Exactly.
But I'm not watching like NSFW anime. You know, like
Mm-hmm.
So just on the record, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, that was Visions. No, I'm just...
I mean,
Well, I know it's like I don't know. It's hard to talk. There's not like a lot of meat on the
Did you
bone
even
with a lot of
Yeah.
on your on Cantina? Did you guys like talk about it for 2 hours? Visions.
We were like 45, 50 minutes. I think that's what we averaged.
I mean, we're almost 50
we all
minutes
watched.
in.
I know we all watched the whole thing. So
I think the best part of prepping for the show was when Debbie said, "No, we're not."
yeah, I love that.
And we already did this once, and don't make me do it again, or something to that effect.
Yeah,
Not old Debbie of the Visions. Why?
Huh?
Why not? What was her not? Why did she not like them, or what was it she didn't like? about them?
I think a lot of it is like the anime. Like she's just not big in anime.
Yeah.
And then I think with it being an anthology series,
Mm.
and you have, I mean, these episodes range from 13 to like 20 minutes. Some studios did a good job of giving you a full story in that. And then some, it felt like it started out slow and then just like rushed because oops, we're out of time.
Yeah.
And so with all the seasons, there's just and this is going to happen when you have an anthology with different studios. There's going to be inconsistency. You're going to have, one or two, maybe 3 episodes that are like, oh, that was really good, and then the rest are like, yeah, okay, that was fine. I think that was more common with this volume for her. I honestly, I think she said she didn't really like. Don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure she wasn't really a fan of any of it. Outside of there was, I think, one episode she liked, but yeah, not enough to talk about it again. So
So
check out what she
Okay.
said. Check out what she said. Check the link on the bottom. You see that right there?
yeah,
Yeah.
and check
What
out
is
what I said because I forgot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Anyways, keep going.
Lead sponsor for the Sith Dominion podcast.
With none of it being canon, did that bother you?
No, because you can just watch and be like, this is separate and move on.
Real.
Would you say that there have been fan projects better than these studio
Oh,
projects?
There's a lot of really good fan films out there. You go to YouTube, you'd be pretty surprised.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I'm asking the question because maybe they should do a Visions that is a fan base.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Give these guys some visibility.
Yeah.
I don't know. They
Ooh, that could be a fun episode.
Rumor made for studio for Ponyo to be made in Star Wars. I don't know.
That'd be a fun episode. Not where we watch the whole things, but if we discussed our favorite fan films, our favorite Star Wars fan films.
That would be fun.
Ooh.
That'd be fun because I've watched
that
a
next
lot
week.
that are like, all right.
Next week, bring BYOFF.
But we
Bring
can't show them
your
on
own-
stream. We can't show them because that would take too long and copyright.
No, but we could do a small under 30-second clip of one of the your favorite
Like
moments.
your favorite
We'll do that.
shot or
and
there's a
of course,
great
give them credit because
of course.
I mean we don't make money. These people think we make money.
And then after dark, we can watch the full ones, right?
After dark,
of course.
man. We talked for a while last week too, man. Like till 10:30, I think.
Man,
And we
y'all
weren't
are-
even in
didn't even
Discord.
move
We were
to
on
after
this. Yeah, we didn't even move to Discord. Yeah. No, because there's a great one that y'all should watch. It was the guy's name is Jamie Costa, and he did a Kenobi one that is like where the series takes place, but this was before the show even came out, and it's like 15 minutes, and it's way better than anything we got in the Kenobi show. Like, I'm being dead serious. The way it's shot, the dialogue, it's like, whoa. So it's really good.
So, if I had a favorite episode of the 5 I saw, it would either be the 9th Jedi, whatever, and the Ronin one. I never really got into manga, but I did like that art style. Like, shoot, what was the one I read? The last one I read. Anyhow, I dig that. And the fighting in that is, I don't know, maybe it's just, it gets a little blurred for me. What?
Well, and that, like, they named that lady, like what was it, Annecy or Anakin-C?
Something like
that. Yeah.
But between that and Teto, the droid in the 9th child or whatever, that was 9th Jedi. I like the whole, I'm going to, try to help this little droid or whatever in and amongst me trying to find my brother. No, her father. Sorry. And the droids usually piss me off because R2's like standard, and all of these tiny kind of whatever BD whatever that Cal Kestis had. Teto was kind of that same droid, a BD model or whatever you call them. And but there was a human element to this droid, which in Star Wars there are, because they're kind of sentient or what have you. Not sentient, but whatever. I don't know. There was something about it. Maybe it was the actor. The voice actor was really good.
Yeah.
Droid voices, as we know from Rogue One, especially. Well, Anthony Daniels, of course, too. But Alan Tudyk is just the voice can be digital and still show emotion. And I felt that was done really well. Like all around, that was probably my favorite episode for sure.
Mm-hmm. I do gotta say, the thumbnail for this episode is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
For what episode?
This one.
For this
Ours?
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you. What's it called? ChatGPT.
Oh, never mind.
All my thumbnails are ChatGPT.
You already hear
Never mind.
first? My dad hates
Get
Creed.
it out of here.
No, I just I have time.
Oh.
I mean, I used to do them myself, but they take a little time. I could say, me. Here's my things. Make them like this, and they do. Okay. Sorry, I'm not gonna use Canva.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
All right. I thought you were trying to talk some.
Okay.
I don't know what that was, but trim your nails.
Oh,
What was your what was your favorite episode of those, Andrew?
I already answered.
Yeah.
I thought you said that you weren't sure, blah blah, and beating around the bush. What?
You said the ninth.
You said that
I
was.
said it was between Ronan and the Ninth Jedi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Mine was the one after the ninth. I think it was it wasn't the one after the ninth Jedi. It was the weird like bounty hunter one.
Yeah.
It was after the one where the girl turned into an X-wing. It was the one after that.
oh yeah, that was cool.
Yeah, because it was Ronin and then the ninth and then
It was Ronin, and then the princess turned rebel with her little droid. Yeah.
That was the X-wing one, and then it was the ninth, and that it was
Then
episode.
then the bounty hunters, then Yuko's treasure, and that's the one that did it for me. I was like, I can't.
I really liked the bounty hunters one, but I mean, Ronin was good. It was slow in a lot of spots, and it was to the point where I just couldn't get fully engaged. Unlike the first iteration of Ronin.
That was cool.
That was season 1, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm a big anime head. So it's not like I remember Andrew bringing this up in pre-show. It was like, that is anime. And you're right. But that would have been an anime I skipped just because it was so boring at times. Kind of like Naruto filler or One Piece filler.
One Piece?
The One Piece.
I don't know what that is. Is that another anime show?
The longest running one.
I have never even watched it, and I know what it is.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. You guys are like 30 years younger than me, too. Remember
It came out in the 90s.
Yeah,
well,
it came out before either of us was born.
Yeah.
I was watching...
It's still going. It's over 1,100 episodes.
Yeah.
As it was being released, I was watching Gargoyles, the animated series.
That's
watching...
not anime.
No, animated series.
Yeah, it's not anime.
I wasn't watching anime.
You watched Gundam, though, right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Gundam Wing with
Yes.
Hero Huey. Oh, my God.
Mhm.
That series.
There you go.
Yeah.
Found out common denominator.
Yeah, there you go. Ninja Scroll. I remember that movie.
I don't.
Kind of iffy NSFs or whatever in that. NSFW.
FW.
Call it fan service. We call it fan service. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's talk about Visions and
I don't think there's anything more to.
Resistance.
Yeah.
So there was a
Oh.
style of animation done in Resistance, and I don't believe I've seen that at all in any of the Visions, or have I? I don't recall that.
No, because that's like
being
3D
weird.
animation. That's like really
Yeah.
weird.
Zane will
Yeah.
be silent here.
Yeah, this was. You didn't ever watch it.
No, it's bad. Bad. No.
Did you try to watch it?
One episode.
It was cringy, man. No wonder Post pissed. No, he. Are you keeping your mouth shut, Andrew? You don't like. You don't like the shit.
I've never seen it.
Oh, well, you gotta at least watch an episode, man.
You're the one guy who's seen everything. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've heard nothing but bad things about it. And when I first came across it, look, I know this has been said about the Clone Wars, but it looked like very much like a kid show. Like I'm talking like Young Jedi Adventures, not like that kiddie, but like kid like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Even
So-
the only reason I gave it a shot was because it's like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be like a kid show at the beginning, like Clone Wars. No big deal.
Like Clone Wars, like Rebels. But those were able to hook you.
Yeah.
right. That's the thing. And I've never, I mean, eventually I'll get around to watching it, but I'm just not in a big rush to do so.
Probably not in the next 50 years or so.
Yeah, probably not. But I also don't want it to be the last thing I ever watch. So probably somewhere within the next 60 to 70 years, so.
Do we know if that script for that Ben
Actually,
Solo
probably-
movie is out there somewhere? There's a treatment I know for it, but
That's a great question.
because if so, someone's got to make it. From what I understand, this is the bomb diggity.
Oh, that already was a question on Reddit.
What? where is it, and who's gonna make it? Fan film.
From
You
what
got AI now. You
it
don't
has-
need them. You could just fan film it. I'm not making any money. Go.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, no one has leaked it yet.
No, because what's his name is staring himself in the mirror. What's that boy's name that played Kylo Ren?
Adam Driver.
Adam Driver, and he's like, I have to do something, but I don't think I have the strength to do it. Just take the script and do it yourself.
Ryan Reynolds. Pull a Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
I know.
just do it yourself.
Leak the entire thing.
Yeah, I mean, and the guy, the writer of it said that like the script was great and everything, so he doesn't know why I didn't spell it right, so we're gonna take that off.
Tack off the shirt.
Tuck off the shirt.
I wasn't fully paying attention to what I was typing there, so
It was just out of habit.
yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I mean, I want to see it. I mean, I honestly, well, heck, even you can make it like a, I don't know, like a special presentation on Disney Plus. I know Star Wars hasn't done that, but Marvel has, where it's like 45 minutes to an hour. I know the script's longer than that, but if they're not going to make it into a movie, you could like maybe try like a special presentation. I don't know.
I mean, I think they should go for it, or even like a short, or just something. I don't know what it would be talking about, but it kind of feels like it should talk about Kylo either joining or being in Luke's academy. I feel like that'd be such a cool story to see. You know, as much as we discount Kylo and how he turned, it'd be kind of cool to see. Maybe this is how he did it, and it's like, oh, now I get it. You know, kind of like Anakin. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. I agree.
I think it'll just piss me off if I see what they've done with Luke, and if they do something, I don't.
It's not your Luke.
I don't think so. The guy that wrote it, like, he's done a lot of good projects. So I mean,
Yeah. Well, and from what we know,
know.
Luke was pretty cool up until the moment when he snapped. So maybe that's the moment he becomes bad Luke.
Bad Luke.
yeah.
Good Luke. Bad Luke.
Too bad Cam's not on to give his opinion on it.
It's like Superman 3. Whenever he
Christopher
split.
Reeves?
Yeah.
Reeves.
Plural, because there was two of them. He had a set of twins. You didn't know this?
One of them was eating. Never mind. Y'all see myself, Parker? No. Man, this has been the shortest episode ever.
Oh, we've
I
had
know,
shorter.
What's the longest, shortest hour ever?
That is true. That is true.
That did seem like forever.
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, we could vibe, and I'd be down to vibe.
I'm down to vibe.
Okay.
I'm just vibing, you know.
I still got a glass here. So
Yeah, which will be for the After Dark.
Mine's out.
Dana needs to refill.
Then maybe we don't vibe.
Yeah, we'll vibe. So, I want to start with this. Excuse me.
Whoa,
Ben Solo.
manners.
So I find it interesting that a lot of diehard Star Wars fans were very vocal. They couldn't stand Kylo Ren. They couldn't stand Ben Solo. Help me understand why the flippage all of a sudden with, wait, we potentially could have had a Ben Solo story. Why everyone's all excited when several years ago they wanted to hang Adam Driver out and have him beaten. Tell me.
Yeah, I mean that's a great question. You know, I think most of it is nostalgia bias. At the end of the day, these movies did come out almost a decade ago now, which is crazy to think about. But I mean, we've grown with these characters so much that it almost hurts to see them throw away characters like Kylo Ren when there was a potential to see more, especially when he was one of the better characters in that trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it took some getting into for sure. I mean, I think in Last Jedi he was one of the best characters in that movie. easily. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, okay, think about the characters you had, Dad. Now think about some of the best ones in that movie. He was probably second. Finn was first, easy. Anyways, yeah, that's kind of where I think of it, though. I think it's just because of nostalgia bias and how the character has grown and has remained a good staple in the trilogy. Yeah.
People wanted more Star Wars because they wanted more of the Skywalker saga. They wanted to know more about Luke, what he did, what he was going to do. They wanted, how did Anakin fall? They wanted, like, it really, Star Wars is a Skywalker thing, right? The politics and the the reasons that they were doing each side what they were doing, et cetera, et cetera. I mean, yeah, that's all foundational, but the Star Wars story was about Anakin, really. And I get that it expands and there's other characters worthy of exploring that we discover, but in the end, I'm an old school guy maybe, and I want to see more Skywalker stuff. I want to see, why did Luke really, like you said, like what was that the switch that flipped that turned him into bad Luke? I want to see those things because that's the character for 40 years I've been invested in, right? And no offense to people being invested in your boy Kylo. I like Kylo, but he's not my investment because I didn't grow up with him. And I think for me as a 50-year-old, while I was watching these and I couldn't get through them, I got through the other two seasons okay. I just looked and I watched them all. Don't remember them that well back then, or a year or 2, 3 years ago, whatever it was when they first started. I couldn't really connect with them, and I still can't connect with these. So it's an interesting kind of crossroads where you're like, this isn't for me anymore. Like for real. You have your own Rey. I have Luke. Right? You have your own Kylo, and I have Han, or whatever. I don't know, whatever. But the point is that when they did what they did, it fundamentally changed Star Wars and created this new crevasse between the people who grew up on OG and you all. Whereas I think it could have been done in a way that connected us. We are connected, right? I mean, we have a show together and we do this, and that's not what I mean. I think you guys are tracking it. There's a huge difference in how it was presented to me and how it's presented to you. And those do not really overlap. All that did was cause more dysfunction in the fandom, because now my Luke, that's not my Luke. Well, this is the Luke that I have. This is what I grew up with. Well, I'm sorry, that's the wrong Luke. And it all surrounds the Skywalkers, right? That fundamentally changed the trajectory we know of the series, and it fundamentally changed the fandom and created a division. Thoughts? Agree, disagree?
Yeah.
Yeah, put me to sleep, Dana, like visions.
I mean, when I think about it, look, I like a lot of the idea of Kylo Ren and Ben Solo. I think he was really cool in the sequels. He definitely had his whiny moments, but I just don't know if has too much time passed for him to have his own movie and people show up for it. Like I think a lot of the outrage stems from this was canceled, this was shot down immediately. But let's throw that out and say that they announced it. And they're like, hey, we're doing this. Do you think there would be the same amount of outpour of like, yeah, all right, a Ben Solo movie,
like the Rey movie,
or exactly, because you know what I mean, like, or when people hear canceled or was never even considered, then they're like, I mean, I'd like to see it for sure, but
so yeah. There's going to be a Rey movie. Oh, we're putting off the Rey movie. Oh, now it's indefinite. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got it.
And really, it's
something.
a small percentage of the fandom that makes this huge outcry for stuff like this. And like I said, here's the thing: I'm always of the mindset that I'll see a trailer, all right, and I'll judge the product. Like, okay, is this gonna be good? Like, for instance, like the Mando and Grogu movie, right? It looks bad. Okay, it looks like an episode of the TV show. Visually speaking, the story could still be good. But when I think about, and I was listening to a podcast earlier, and one of the guys saw the trailer in front of Predator Badlands, and he said it looks bad on the big screen. He said you can see things visually that just don't look good, and so that makes you go into it and you go, ooh, how's this gonna look on the big screen? And that's a separate thing. But point being, with Rey, you know, I hear the idea of a Rey movie and I go, okay, I like her character. I definitely think Daisy really did a really good job with the character, but she was definitely poorly written in certain areas. But what worries me is the whole, okay, they announced it going on like 3 years now of, hey, we're going to do this. And then it was like a few months later, oh, maybe not. Maybe we're going to shelve this. And then, so this inconsistency of this back and forth, I go, keep rewriting a script like that and you keep changing things like this. That's what happened with the sequels. And it's like, well, crap, is this movie going to be all over the place now? Are they just going to try to rush it then to meet a certain release time? Like, I would rather them just, I don't know, just find a solution, you know?
Do you feel like it's so, I mean, hearing you kind of walk through that, it's so discombobulated. Like there's,
yeah.
And there's this angst, I think, created around, well, what are we going to get? And you know what? How about we just don't get anything for a little while and you guys figure out what you're doing, right? Because
exactly
it feels so disconjointed. Yeah.
I mean, how many times have they announced a project and then it goes nowhere? Or they even will have a script and it goes nowhere. Look at Rogue Squadron. That was all ready to go. And then they were like, nope. And then there was rumors for a bit that it was going to be a series. And then it was like, nope, that's not, you know. And so it's like, it's just, I would much rather it be like, all right, we have a script. Like, we have a script, we have a director, we have a writer. We're all going to do this and we're going to go forward with it. But this whole, like, even when I hear like a movie and everything, I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it. Like when I'm sitting in the theater watching it, I'll believe it's happening, because too many times it's, you know. But as far as, I'm getting off topic there, as far as Ben Solo goes, would I like to see it? Yeah. Do I think it'll ever happen? Probably not. At least not the script that was written. They would probably do something else, you know.
Yeah.
Or heck, give us a mini series on Disney Plus. Don't drag it out to 8 episodes, but give us like a good 3-episode project that you could do, you know. So who knows?
Yeah. I mean, Andrew kind of said it all for Ben Solo. If you want to put it into word, if anyone listening still isn't understanding, I know one of the biggest examples I can have is Star Trek series, kind of where my dad is. You know, if you're grown up watching the original trilogy, you're going to look at Discovery and say, that's not my Star Trek. It's nowhere. Enterprise, that's not my Star Trek. It's nowhere near. I remember every time I'd go into the house, if there was Star Trek, it was Next Generation. That's the one that I grew up on. That's my favorite series. I look at Enterprise and I'm like, that's not my Star Trek, you know. And it's the same way with any other series. And so I can kind of see where you're coming from, where it's not your Star Wars anymore. And you really feel it now with the Visions. You felt it with the sequels. And yeah, I mean,
with the freaking Neil.
No, you're wrong.
No, Neil's great.
You're still wrong about Neil. That's just how that goes.
Yeah.
But you're right. They're releasing this kind of stuff, and while it is Star Wars, and to say it's not my Star Wars, it really isn't. And that's just my perspective. And John Boyega, it's just my perspective. And you know, it's great because there is this connection and we can talk about it and we do all watch those same episodes. It's just what we're standing on for our foundation is so different. No, it's not. Because Andrew, you were raised on OG. Zane, you were raised on OG, right?
Yeah.
I didn't watch Star Wars until I was about 15.
I like the prequels more. I thought we watched those more as a kid. I'm not gonna lie.
The prequels?
Yeah, but maybe because they were newer, and also the Darth Maul scene.
Yeah. So you may have been too
Think about-
young, but every Saturday morning we were watching the original trilogy until you weren't.
No, I do remember that. I remember that, but I also remember every car drive we'd have like Phantom Menace on, watching the Darth Maul fight.
In my defense, the reason why I was a late comer to Star Wars,
A late bloomer.
a late bloomer, is my parents are not Star Wars. My parents are not Star Wars fans. My dad saw the original Star Wars growing up, but it wasn't enough where he was like, "Yeah, this is like all right." You know what I mean? And so I knew it like pop culture references growing up, and I knew of Star Wars and what it was. And it wasn't until the pandemic when I was really getting into movies, and you had had the time to watch it anyway. And I was like, I've heard of this Star Wars, but I was like, I want to check it out. I want to see. And I was looking it up, and I didn't even know about the whole 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. I just was like, oh, these were the first ones that came out. I'm gonna watch them. And then of course I was hooked from the get-go. So while I didn't grow up with them, I can still see I can imagine watching these as a kid going, the gap, and especially with the gap between Return of the Jedi and Phantom Menace, you have a long time to be, when you only have the original trilogy, it's a lot of time to be like, yeah, this is Star Wars. Mm-hmm. And, over its course of time, it has grown into so many different directions that there could be someone that, like, how many fans, I shouldn't do quotations, but there's probably a lot of fans out there that like Mandalorian, the whole Mandoverse, like that's their Star Wars, because that's what they've now. I mean, Mando season 1 came out 6 years ago, so there could be little Timmies that are 5, 6 years old walking around going, yeah, Mando, Grogu, yeah, whatever.
Baby Yoda was a driver for viewership. Yeah. It really was.
Just like
I really think that's the whole. You know why they put Grogu on the movie? Because if you just called it The Mandalorian, who's going to go see that?
People who know The Mandalorian.
Well, yes, but then when you put Grogu, then like random. Exactly.
Yeah,
so
I'm with you.
And I'll tell you what. When I have kids, starting Star Wars with the original trilogy, I'm starting them young. There's not going to be any of this.
You got someone in mind already?
The first time I'm holding the baby, I'm gonna have Star Wars playing on my phone.
Oh my god!
You gotta be in the hospital as the birth is happening, having
as the doctor's pulling out the baby. I'm like, dun, 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 dun. So the first thing my baby hears is the opening theme. What was your question, Dave? I didn't catch it.
I had no question.
Yeah, you asked me something. I just didn't hear it.
You did.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
where's our
I just didn't hear it.
Hey, run that back. Tell me what I said.
It's a replay. I'm challenging the play on the field.
Yeah, it looks like you lost the timeout there.
I think even though you just agreed with me 2 seconds ago. Chill.
Now that Mando and Grogu, it's like I want to see it because it's part of the story. Like I don't want to see it because I'm excited. And like I may not even see it in theaters.
Well, it's the first Star Wars movie. By then, it'll be 7 years.
Yeah, it's got to have Thrawn in it, right?
Why? Why would it possibly?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, because Ahsoka showed up originally in Mandalorian. Like as
this takes place like after Ahsoka and everything. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, after Ahsoka season 2, I think. But they can't,
because we're getting Ahsoka next year. Yeah,
they can't throw away Ahsoka season, or they can't throw away Thrawn in Ahsoka season 2. He's too big of a villain. I think the fans, fans would have an outroar. it would be a little mad.
Yeah,
maybe I'm just tired. Where was Thrawn and the Mandalorian at any point in any series, in any show so far, in the same space.
Whenever he fights whatever her name is, the Dathomirian witch girl, the one that Ahsoka's fighting, whenever they introduce Ahsoka as well, they mention Thrawn. And then that sets up Ahsoka's journey to go and find Thrawn. So the whole thing is happening. And they mention Thrawn whenever they're talking about Moff Gideon and Thrawn building his empire. They're like, Thrawn's gone or whatever, and Moff Gideon's building his thing. So they do mention his name multiple times in the actual show.
So granted, this is all happening congruently or concurrently.
Yeah,
concurrently. It would make sense.
I mean,
as a big bad for a movie.
And you know, the hard part is, I really think the way that they ended season 3 was like an ending to Mando and Grogu, like the show at least, not necessarily their story. But so when it was like they're getting a movie, I'm like, okay, solo wise, do we? You know, I mean, it was just like okay, so and it doesn't look, you know, like, and I know it had a bigger budget, but Andor as a TV show looks way more cinematic than Mando and Grogu. And I know there's different, bigger budget and they shot on location, but my point is Andor would look really cool I think on the big screen.
He did.
And Mando and Grogu, so far the trailer just doesn't. It looks like an episode of TV.
Yeah.
Which if it was just like, hey, this is going to be a movie on Disney Plus, I'd be like, that's fine. Looks like an episode of TV, fine. But I mean, when you think about going to the theater,
it makes it seem like just going off of what season 3 ended with, it makes it seem like what they're going to do for that movie is maybe reclaim Mandalore. You know, Moff Gideon will be reintroduced because he was introduced in that show, but that just kind of feels like where that story's going with the Darksaber and Bo-Katan and everything. She's become such a main staple in his story that,
Obi-Wan Kenobi is Mandalore.
What?
Obi-Wan Kenobi should be leading the Mandalorians.
Why is that?
How did not Sabine? What's her name?
Satine.
Satine.
It's
no.
Satine. Yeah.
How did Bo-Katan get the saber, the dark saber?
It was gifted to her by Sabine.
How did Sabine get it?
Sabine got it by Darth Maul.
I mean, she didn't really defeat Darth Maul.
Yeah.
No. How did Moff Gideon get it?
By
Stole it.
Essentially defeating Bo-Katan. Because it was, because that was kind of the trade-off. You know, they survived, but he rules, basically.
I feel like Maul never was wholly given up. Like, I feel like he killed Paz, right?
Mm-hmm.
And took it. And that never happened again. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but killing was never a part of the equation. I mean, it is an answer, but it was always just defeating in battle. It was never killing the user, kind of like the Elder One was. You know, another reference to Harry Potter being just like Star Wars.
I was like, Elder One?
Yeah.
Is that a Potter reference?
Yeah. One of the.
It's literally Star Wars with wands.
I mean, yeah, actually.
Orphan boy goes to live with an aunt and uncle.
Yeah.
older guy with a beard comes and tells him about a world that he doesn't know about, and that he is special.
Wizard. Yeah. That's awesome. I don't know, man. Mando and Grogu, we'll see. I'm not super excited.
I'm going into it optimistic, you know. Like, I want it to be good. I'm not going to go in. I hope
100%. I'm rooting for it, right?
Yeah. But so far, what we've seen, like, it looks cool. The story, okay, I'm like, okay, this is fine. It looks cool. But just visually, I'm just like, eh. But, I mean, yeah, getting a Star Wars movie, finally, that's going to be on the big screen is like, all right. And it's going to make a boatload of money because little Timmy will convince grandma to take him because Grogu's in it. And so, like, I mean, that's really why I think that's why they put Grogu in the like, that's a bad title, The Mandalorian and Grogu. Like, it just, but you know why they did it.
That sounds like a working title. That is not the final.
I know. It sounds like a secret title that because you don't want to leak the actual title.
Yeah.
You
might give away the villain in the title name, and then you don't want that until you've released. Yeah, something silly. Yeah.
So it just, it like if it was like I said, if it was a one-off special on Disney Plus, I wouldn't care necessarily what it looked like visually, but going to see it on the big screen, But
well, I don't know about that. I cared about visually in The Acolyte. I cared about visually in what's the one? Oh no, that was The Acolyte.
The Acolyte visually was amazing.
Terrible.
Yeah, that
before episode 3. Episode 3 was weird.
Yeah,
in the jungle.
That's a whole. The power.
The Acolyte set was the old Nickelodeon set. I said that before, and I'll say it again. Temple Run or whatever that game show was, like it was clearly fake trees.
And you know what amazes me?
Bad.
Is how much they spent on that show. I mean, they spent more than what they spent on Andor, and Andor looked way better.
Maybe they shouldn't have blown all that cash trying to hire Carrie-Anne Moss, and if you did do that, you use her a little more than you did.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm not complaining. Yeah. Carrie-Anne Moss is wonderful, and what she had as the role was okay, but she did with it as she does every role, just nails it. I don't know, man. It feels like we're in the dark times, even though we're still getting content. We get fun content. I got what is that? The AT-AT driver Lego. I got that built, and then I got for my anniversary. I got Kylo Ren bust. So we're almost done with that one too.
Nice.
Legos. If you need help, let me know.
I just got the Millennium Falcon 25th anniversary Lego set, and I had one of the worst Lego experiences that you can have. I was building it, right, and I had the core of it done, and I had it on its stand, right, and it was it's on the table, and I go to like reach for something like one of the other bags or something like down, and I like hit the table. And all I hear is, and I look, and it fell, and it didn't like completely break apart, but part of it broke off, and I was like, I don't remember where that was in the manual. Like, I'm gonna have to go back and look, and so it should already be done, but I'm having to go back and find where that was in the manual, and that I was just like, So,
do you ever use the app?
There's an app.
I just use the book, the little instructions that it gives you.
One of the things that is cool now is this app that you just, as you're turning pages, you're turning it, but you can rotate. And sometimes when you're doing the big piece attachments and stuff like that, it's hard to see, where am I supposed to attach this? Or how does that really set? And you can take it in 3D and rotate it and see where the piece is so that you know exactly where it goes. I had made a mistake in whatever, and I flipped back. We couldn't figure it out in the book, so we pulled it up on the app and went back. Oh, there it is. This is what changed.
Yeah, that is one thing. Sometimes it is hard to see on the manual in the book, like how something goes on.
Like, is that button even or is that button lower? I can't.
I know. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, there's a QR code on them now. Like, you just scan the QR code or just look up Lego Builder, and you just select which one you have and go.
Nice.
I thought it'd be cool, like if they let you put it together, like you're like moving pieces and clicking.
Oh yeah.
I don't know why I did it like this, but that's how I would do it on my phone. Clearly. No, it was cool. I really dig those, and that puzzle was finally done, Zane, which allowed us to
really
to do that. Yeah. Our next build will be the Ahsoka Starfighter. We got that, not the Jedi Starfighter or her ship, Ahsoka ship. I can't remember the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So we saw that in Ahsoka season 1. So, dude, All right. Well, we managed to go an hour and a half. I feel a little better. What else, man?
Well,
I think
it's all about the watch time, you know?
Isn't it? Yeah, we've had 2 people watching the whole time. Andrew and Zane. Thank you so much.
I am not.
Thank you so much.
You think I would watch this show? Yeah.
Like, why would I just have it playing? Like,
whenever I do my workouts, I'll listen to this show on replay. I missed it last week because there was no replay.
Yeah.
I'll get it posted somehow because it was a good episode. It was fun. Not as fun as this one. Every episode is more funner than the last.
That's not a word.
Yeah.
I just made it a word.
No, this episode
out there
was
on the
fine.
internet, it's true. Don't fact check me. It doesn't matter. It's what I believe is true. So whatever.
One of my favorite episodes I think we've ever done was honestly last week's and the Empire. What are you doing?
I was stirring the pot.
Oh, all right. And when we did our top 25 characters, I thought that was fun.
Yeah, here's the thing about y'all's top 25 characters. Okay.
Hey, he was my number one, or he was in my top 3.
He was tied for number 1 for you, but Dad.
That's right.
Dad, where were you going with that?
He had him at 25, right? He
was like 16 or something.
No,
like
you had him very low.
No, he was in the 20s, I think.
He was very low.
He was like 16.
Notice how not once in the show was he defeated just by himself, just because of himself.
Associate producer, run that back and find that clip. Right?
There's no need. There's no need.
There's no need. No. We know.
There's no need. Oh, I love having you.
Oh.
I need you to Andrew's brought a soundboard now and uses it wisely. I think you need a Thrawn quote or a Thrawn.
Oh, the soundboard I use is just here on Streamlabs.
Ooh.
Wait, Streamlabs has a soundboard? Can you set it up beforehand?
It just says react. It's the react button.
There's a react button? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, where is that? Oh.
Now Zane knows where it is. You can only do one at a time.
Okay. Never mind. Stop. Oh my god.
I might be able to figure out how to add a real soundboard.
Yeah, add.
Yeah, I need to get one too.
It looks like the owner can add these. Here you go.
Oh no.
Oh crap. We shouldn't have told him about it.
My goodness. So coming up next week, we're going to look at our favorite fan films, and we will bring a tiny clip so we don't get knocked off the air again. And we'll talk about those. I'm excited because I have one in mind right now that I want to play.
I already have like 4 or 5.
I have none. I don't watch fan films.
Whoa, dude, you got to. There's a lot of good ones out there.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see what happens next episode, huh?
Yeah, go down the YouTube rabbit hole. Oh, this guy.
I can't believe he said.
Hey, I'm not gonna. No, he's not gonna do that to me.
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. You're not gonna do that to me. And
so no, that'll be our next episode. We'll talk through that and whatever else is happening in Star Wars world next week. Later this week, for the folks that do like Star Wars that are at Texas A&M, I will be there to do a leadership retreat. I can't tell you where because it's probably not your team, but yeah, I know, right? I'm looking forward to that day retreat over there. It's going to be fun. Also, stuff on the 1 minute win side. I have not put up any new podcasts for that yet because I was out of town last week in Mexico and it was super fun, but I didn't get any of this work done. So those are still oncoming. If you are signed up for the newsletter, you would have received that today instead of normally Monday. And yeah, that's all I got. Zane, what gigs you got?
Well, we're playing at the.
Can I guess? November 15th?
What about it?
You have a gig?
Yeah. We're playing at the, I think it's called the Sippin' House or something. It's down in Port A. Port Aransas, Texas. So if y'all feeling like the beach, I know it's a little cold outside, but if y'all feeling like the beach,
Dude, I was just there a couple months ago.
yeah, that's crazy. You should come down again.
Yeah.
And then
I
if
don't know,
not,
it's like 5 hours.
if y'all don't want to come down to Port A, I know it's pretty far. Central Texas, we're playing. I don't think Thomas has announced this, but we're set to headline Buck's Backyard in Buda, December 12th.
Oh, headlining
Right.
Bucks December 12th.
That's just what, like 5-10 minutes shine south of Austin. So y'all come down, say hello, enjoy some good music. I know we have a little bit of a harder set. You know, we're trying to push that direction. So yeah.
Cool. Cowboy hat, no cowboy hat.
I mean, you can wear a cowboy hat. I'm not.
You.
I got earrings in now, so no.
I wear cowboy hat with earrings. What does that matter?
Yeah, but no, it's not gonna fit the vibe. But if you wanted to, you could.
Huh.
My hat's gonna be off for like half the set, so
I don't even know you anymore.
that's that's what happened. Austin changes you.
Yeah, I know. Where did I get my ear pierced first? Austin.
Exactly.
Austin.
You have something to say, Andrew?
I dyed my hair in Austin too. I
No.
had blonde, bleached hair when I was in one of the bands I was in.
I had a hairdresser.
Was it spiky like Guy Fieri?
Ooh. I had a hairdresser.
It was the 90s, man. It was, yeah.
Hairdresser told me not to dye my hair.
Yeah, don't dye your hair. Your hair is like...
It like shines gold in the sun. It's cool.
You should curl it.
It's called...
I could curl it. I think a little, like maybe some waves. Not like that kind of waves, but like wavy hair. Like wavy hair, not like too curly, would be kind of cool. Guys, I should just get some dreads. I think.
Yeah.
I'll be like
Oh my
Slipknot. Huh? I'll be like Slipknot, wear a mask on stage, get some dreads on.
I don't know what's happened. Andrew, what do you got coming up?
Real question is, what don't I have coming up?
On here.
Yeah, Feast of Phantoms. That's my main shows that I do. Fun fact that no one will care about. On this Thursday, the 13th, will mark 2 years since I've started doing shows. So that's pretty cool. Also, we'll have the Cantina Happy Hour that night, so that'll be fun. Saturday night on the Dingiston YouTube channel, Spencer and I will be continuing our Smallville reviews with Season 1, Episode 6, Hourglass. So that's been a lot of fun. I've really been enjoying Smallville so far. Sunday night on Came in Focus, we'll be discussing both National Treasure movies. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I love those movies. And so, yeah, that's all I got. So
awesome. I do have one more thing. I'm going to be a guest on podcast, House of Vizsla, a Star Wars podcast. Yeah. Master Tiger.
Those guys.
Yeah, Master Tiger. He popped into our show last week and then jumped in to ask if I would be a guest. So on the 21st, it looks like we'll be recording that. I don't know when it goes out, but I had forgotten about that, but I want to draw your attention. Go check out Master Tiger's YouTube page. See House Vizsla, that podcast. Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. It's going to be good. We're going to be talking about Mandalorian Season 1, Episode 8, so I'll be happy. All right. Cool. So thanks, guys. I know I was ill-prepared, but it's hard to get up and prepared for... Thank you, Spooky. I had to put that one. It's hard to be prepared whenever you aren't enjoying Visions. So, yeah. Anything else? We good? Cool.
I think that's it.
Always remember, kids, peace is the last. There's only passion.